Maybe not. No, we're gonna get jumped by pirates. Oh, do I really want to try to fight in this thing? Let's see, what are my options? Hello everyone, Thoranx is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Episode 307. We don't want to look artificially lit. But in this episode, we're going to pick up where we left off, exploring this odd paradise planet that just feels wilted. The weather, however, is temperate, but everything just has this wilted feel to it. It's easy to assume it's from heat with the color of the sky. Oh, look at that rainbow. But it might actually, in fact, be from cold. Although it does say it's 38.5 degrees Celsius, and that is not cold. Oh, I've not done one of these in a while. And we just stumbled upon it. You know what? I say, let's stop and smell the roses in our own way, shall we? Let us get some artifact fragments and see what sort of artifact we can find down here. Oh my. I'm afraid I've freaked the reality, the Atlas reality out. We're on some fault line, some seam of reality. It's dangerous to tamper with the Atlas in this way. We do not want the Gravitino balls. But we do want to get off that fault line. Oh, careful, careful. There it is.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Alright, get all of our things nice and recharged.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Wonderful. Now. No. Let's avoid the Gravitino balls. I'm not in the mood to fight with the Sentinels. Not today. Not right at the moment. Aha, here we go. And what sort of artifact do we get for our excavation of this ancient Viking site? Charred bone fragments. Oh, I don't even... You never know what you're gonna get. Let's see, what did we get? You miss all the shots you don't take, right? These delicate hollow bones once comprised part of a truly enormous wingspan, a true terror of the skies, reduced to a few handfuls of calcium. What can we ascertain from that? Was it possibly a creature of worship? Maybe that's why its remains were entombed here? Could be. That's probably the most logical explanation. No, we've got to go see this mountaintop. Enough deviating. Because we are going to stop for resources along the way. That's technically not a deviation. I'm not counting it as one. Look at this thing. This is epic. Okay, what can we determine about this land formation? It is incredibly high compared to the nearby mountains. Even the mountains in the distance pale in comparison to this one. The largest mountain being that one, but that one is sort of a wider mountain. None of these peaks get up here like this. Ooh. A monolith, you say? Those are the ruins we just came from. Oh, you know what I forget all the time? Is that the Titanfaller has a specific scanner in it. Resource depot, secure facilities, and distress signals. I forget that all the time. That's pretty darn cool. We can literally just drop the Titanfaller and scan for distress signals anywhere we want. So we're not bound to ocean planets anymore. Oh, I so need to keep that in mind. I don't ever use the Titanfaller, so I forget. Oof, that was a rough landing. Oof, alright. I would say these little patches are definitely forests. This whole planet is rather forested, which explains its deep brown appearance from orbit. Let's learn some more Viking words, shall we? Greetings. And how, as in how do you say greetings? And how do you make the word greetings? The legacy of Igirnagimiran. Oof, gosh, I butchered the crud out of that. Pathetic dead coward lies here. Interloper, take your remuneration. The monolith rips like paper, opening a window to another world. It is laced with a giant web. Just within my reach, an ancient warrior lies cocooned. It has been there for centuries, dead. Vacant eyes stare through me and on into the landscape beyond. Suddenly I hear a voice call out. Both of these to me seem like they could... Well, let's just take the multi-tool. Itself is not operational, but I am able to salvage a useful module. I hear the same voice again, cackling with glee. The vision fades. The Atlas word for sky. Yes. We must keep learning these Atlas words. Very important. I don't think any of these can go on the freighter either. Well, then we're going to be due for a little bit of freighter maintenance. Perhaps that's what we'll do this episode. We might hit the Nexus 2, see if there is maybe a valuable daily we can do for a frigate upgrade module. That could also be useful. What do we have flight time to this distress beacon? Ooh, a little bit. Let's break out of the atmosphere and pulse jump, slingshot around the planet. And get there a little quicker, shall we? 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the sunrise. It would have been better if I would have caught it with the sunrise, but that's acceptable. I can work with that. Alright, what kind of distress beacon are we talking about? Are we digging through cargo or melting scrap? Doesn't look like any kind of a freighter. No. Is there a ship present? No, no ship. Okay. Oh no, there is a ship. let us land. Oh, look at that. That mountain is similar, although not as large. It's almost like cinder cone volcanoes is what that makes me think of. Perhaps that's the thing, right? Is that this planet once had high geological activity, perhaps? Maybe that's why it's cooking and everything's wilted. Maybe it was recent. Maybe it's active now. Oh, how cool would that be? Have an active volcano on a planet? Be pretty epic. Alright, I don't see anybody standing outside, so let's assess its valuation. C class. Oh, it's not going to be worth. It says 4 million. It's got to just be because of all the inventory space. You know what? I'm amenable to this. I feel like, you know, yes. Yes. We shall do it. Let's check what we have here. So we've got quite a bit of repairs to make. The pulse engine will need to be repaired. The launch thruster will need to be repaired. Hyperdrive does not. The shield, yes, we probably should repair the shield at a minimum. We don't need the efficient thrusters. Oh, I could have used that to repair the... Well, lesson learned. Oh, no, what am I doing? We don't need to repair the technology slots. Erg. I remembered. Too late. But I did remember. So we're just repairing the inventory spaces here. Yeah, I know I'm spending my wiring looms I don't normally spend, but at this point I want to maximize the value off this ship. Luckily we don't get anything with activated copper as the repair component because I did not keep any of that, even though I know you gave me some, Taz. I know, I'm sorry, but I didn't hold on to it. I didn't want to give up the inventory space. There you go, that's fairly good. Can we dismantle this? No. Does it do anything to repair it? Let's just give them a fully repaired inventory section. I don't think it matters, but... Okay, well now we shall depart, and let's go see what we can get for this ship. It's kind of neat to take pictures in these new ships. I do like that. Oh yeah, that's sort of a neat picture. Yeah. Alright. Off to the space station. There we go. Watch, we're gonna get... Watch, too. We're gonna get a space encounter. We're gonna get an anomaly. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Maybe not. No, we're gonna get jumped by pirates. Oh, do I really want to try to fight in this thing? Let's see, what are my options? What is this vessel I see before me? It offends me, interloper. You offend me most of all. Grah, we demand restitution. Pay for the crime of your continued existence. Am I... The mighty pirate Rishongzia. I think we gotta pay them off. I don't feel confident I can win a fight in this, even with the assistance of my capital ship and frigate, combat frigate. Yeah, this thing just has just a photon cannon and that's it. And no any... Yeah. Okay, we've got to pay him off. Pathetic. You have bought your own doom? What? Oh, it wasn't enough. Oh, snap. I did not realize they can refuse your money. We are not going to stay and fight. We're just going to boost right on through all of this. Come on. Bulls jump. Oh, they're tailing us too. There we go. Escape possible. We're out of here. Oof. That was close, because I feel like 3 mighty pirates would have shredded this C-class ship with no upgrades. That is the danger, of course, of scrapping junkers. Let me see. So we could mitigate that by flying the Nightmare in space close to the space station, docking on our capital ship, and then flying from the capital ship to the space station. We could. It wouldn't have been as exciting as the fear I just had in that moment of thinking like we were going to get schwacked when they refused to accept my 1.8. I gave them 1.8 million units. Then they're like, yeah, right. If you can afford to throw that at us, you must be loaded. Get 'em, boys. I think that's the first time I've actually been a little frightened of being killed in a while. Alright, Midorib's Desperation FL6. Only 2.8 in scrap, but we're claiming it anyways. Do it. Ooh, look at all those C-class modules. Wait, did it give us activated copper? It totally did. Oh, it's a sign. It's a sign that we need to keep it on us. Okay. Alright. I accept those terms. We are going to hold on to the activated copper then, just for repairs. Might as well. Let's get our nanite clusters. And then, here, we'll go sell the rest of these components here at our trade terminal. Tank of coolant, once useful springs. Where are the big money items, I wonder? Handful of cogs. I suppose we'll sell the charred bone fragments. Some atomic regulators, there we go. Reinforced piping. Recycled circuitry, that's a good one. Alright, that works for me. No, I don't want to do that. We could, and we might again one time, but oof. That was like a new and improved version of the ship I just sold. Oh yeah. Boy, they like this design in this system. Well, that's an A-class version of the one we just scrapped. Worth 15 million? I'm tempted to buy it just to scrap it. Let's look at your ship. A class with 29 slots. Let's see, if I buy it... let's... We're gonna test something. I know I've read some things about this. Let's test some things. So I'm gonna buy this ship, and then I'm actually gonna turn right around and scrap it. Now, it's 15 million unit investment. I know I'm not gonna get that money back, but what I'm hoping for are enough modules and nanites to make it worth the money. So let's see. It cost us 15 million. We're gonna get 10 million worth of scrap back. Inventory full. Okay. Well, that's a given. We're gonna have to do something about our inventory. And the freighter has all of these things in it. We need to handle our business. Navigation data, let's get rid of that. I'm trying to save up all this food so we can open up a restaurant. We get rid of this 130 goop, we don't need that, and then we can put 2 of these cores in there. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Alright, claim the scrap, please. Okay, so it doesn't look like we got... Oh, we did. We got a storage augmentation. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, so... 6, 1.5, 1.8, 800,000. So we got 10 million. All right, so let's break down what everything cost, because this might have been a really good deal. All right, total nanites are going to be 3. That's almost 6. That's 6, 12. So you're talking, say 1,500. We'll round down. Say 1,500 nanites. And a storage module for what will be, when I'm done selling these pieces, 5 million units. That, to me, seems like a really good investment. I'm starting to think that while there is some value to scavenge... Look at that, compressed indium scraps. Yeah, we're going to get most of our money back. Fusion accelerant, that can go into manufactured magic. And the storage augmentation, that is worth big money if used properly. So I'm thinking that anytime we see an A-class ship worth that much money, it has that much storage, or even an S-class, if we see a ship that's worth money, we should buy it just to scrap it as an investment. I think that's the right call. I feel like overall that was very much worth the 5 million units or whatever it costs. Oh, busy space station. Alright, well, let's go dock. We need to do a little bit of freighter maintenance. Which, I mean, really, we haven't been on the Sword of Justice really doing any sort of maintenance in a bit, and there are some things I would like to run through our processors. Like, I would like to get this goop all processed, because it's just going to take forever to continue doing it on our personal refiner, and I would almost like to have the personal refiner open for processing things like dihydrogen jelly and such in the moment. So well, we've got all these larval cores. Alright, I don't know why I took those things. We can sell those pretty easily. What are they called? The superconducting fiber? Sure. Alright, well first let's swing by our warrior tumks. Sure, let's take a look at your multi-tool. What do you have? Oh, may it flay your enemies, appraise its power. Graw, it will incinerate those who oppose you. What? Oh, that's right, yeah. Well, I did take one from him. Yeah, no, I'll praise its power again. Okay, well, they don't want... No, that's fine. Uzi Moral? What do we have? How about my planetary data? 700 nanites. Not shabby at all. Okay, large refiner. This one is going to be larval cores. That's right, we're just going to process the heck out of these things. 750. I know we have more than that on our freighter, right? Yes, we do. We don't have enough room for them all. Okay, let's start with the dihydrogen jelly then. Oh, I almost beat it. It was like a race. Okay, that looks like all of it. Let's take it. Now we should be able to accept just about everything else out of the freighter here. Minus the Star Silk and the Starship launch fuel, which we are now stockpiling. I'll make more of this frigate fuel. And we'll process the rest of these larval cores. And then we'll take a look at our nanite situation. It's got to be getting way up there at this point. 29,000. Oh, we're getting there. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I've read in the comments that some people, you know, think it's cute, the small amount of nanites I get excited over, but I am pretty happy with that amount. Let's see, do we have a space for activated copper? We do. Let's take you and you, please. Now, let's start processing things in bulk. So we're going to process all this living slime. Going to runaway mold. And then we're going to process all of this viscous fluids into runaway slime, but we're going to split it in half so that it doesn't take forever, and we're going to process more of it here. Because why not? I mean, that's what we have this for, right? In fact, what we need to do is probably split this one in half as well. Split it in half twice, and this one, sure, we'll split you in half as well. Just gonna get all of these refiners running. Finally, utilizing this section for what it was made for. Look at this. Where's our... Ooh, runaway mold. And then we should have... Yep. Another bit of viscous fluids to process. I'm going past it? Question mark? No, not far enough. There it is. All right. Now let's head down to the storage section and store some of this awesomeness that we have. Polyfiber, so all of those things stored. Okay, well, we're going to keep kicking that can down the road then. Oh, we still have 5 larval cores. Did you see that? So this is the other reason I want to keep this empty here, is because we can just do this. And then we don't have to store that or dihydrogen jelly. So I think we'll start saving the goop for large arrays here in the ship. So we're full on heptaploid wheat, impulse beans. Oh, we don't have much aloe, or jade peas, or crawberries, or we do have enough hexberries. Okay, alright. Just trying to see what we have and what we need. And then over here we've got quite a bit of meat, but we need more milk and honey and eggs. So. And then I think we'll put all this star silk. We probably don't need this much of it, to be honest. Do I want to put it in that one, or... Well, we just have these sitting here waiting for a ship. Yep. There we go, right in the not quite sure storage. Wow, we're starting to use up our storage. Salvage data, storage augmentation, we're up to 12 now. 72 salvage data. I know these can be nanites, but with a possible large update on the horizon, I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Alright, let's head over to the command section and welcome our expeditions back and see what we got. So we've got a 2-star, very short industrial mission, and it looks like we've got some activated cadmium, magna gold, there's our Corvax convergence cubes, storage augmentation, salvaged frigate module. What a good expedition! Oh my goodness. And a rare ornamental churnbind tubers, 2,743 years old. A spectacular plant, once thought entirely extinct. It blooms rarely, and its precious flowers have inspired poetry, music, and occasional murders. And occasional murders? Worth 1 million units. I accept these terms. Look how easy that is to process stuff like that. Okay, well, before I forget, we're going to repair this. Wait. Corvax converge? Oh, it's on the freighter. Whoops. Alright. There it is. Now we're fully repaired up. Good deal, good deal. Look at that, we can just process our stuff right here. No need to even go to the big guns for such a fast refinery job. Gosh, that salvaged frigate module feels good. We're up to 4, we only need 8 more. Alright, let's debrief the commander. We've got a 1-star short combat expedition, and we're going to get some magnetized ferrite and some units, some chromatic metal, and some more units. Pretty basic mission, just for the experience. Hopefully some of our younger frigate captains got to try their hand at that one. Here we've got a 1-star short balanced expedition, and we're looking at units and activated copper. Again, I think it's a sign, Taz. I think it's a sign that we just need to hold on to this activated copper. It's officially a thing. We're going to make room for it. We're going to make room for it. We have to. We've got to at this point. Okay, that's fairly good. What else? Chromatic metal we can hold on to. Same with the magnetized ferrite. Okay. And what do we have for this expedition? We're talking 3-star long exploration mission. Units, pearls, units. This is a discovery. More units, Gravitino ball, salvaged frigate module, another discovery, more units. Gravitino ball, units. Vortex cube, more units. That's quite a bit of units. $3.9 million. Well, we about made up for the amount that we paid to get the ship that we flipped. I guess we didn't really flip it. We didn't really invest in it. We just sold it. 2-star mid-range exploration mission. Gravitino balls, discovery units, another discovery. A lot of those on exploration missions. Units and magno gold. Wow, fairly simple. Corkwort cuttings, 755 years old. A powerful medicinal herb. This plant could hold the key to developing the cure for the common cold. It should be deposited at a responsible cloning unit immediately. Do you mean by that we should just sell it? Because I'm thinking we just sell it. What do you think? We just sell it? And then we're going to sell all of this. We'll keep this. I'm going to keep a stack of Gravitino balls just in case. I feel like we've come up in sections where we've needed them. And then we'll hold the rest. Have we ever tried to refine one of these? No, okay. I didn't think so. It is a little slower, but that's okay. Being able to do it on the fly is so handy. Alright, let's sell all of our goodies. Now I'm starting to second guess my decision. Well, we're going to sell these, and the pearls, and the convergence cubes, and the vortex cubes. Sure. We're going to sell all of that, the activated cadmium. Now the question is, should I hold on to these and try to give these to a new player at the Nexus? I think I will. And these we're not going to. No, let's min-max our gifting and make sure that we're giving people the very best, or nothing at all. Was that 5 expeditions? Wow, and we got 2 frigate modules and a storage upgrade. Wonderful. Music to my ears. Special and fancy. Yeah, Gravitino balls are kind of fancy. Alright, works for me. Now, let's see, what do we have? We're pretty much done with all that. So let's head down to the flight station and send our expeditions out. Navigator Aruskov, what do you have? Only one really long 2-star balanced expedition. I'm good with that. Alright, all these A-class support, trade, industrial, exploration, combat, one of everybody, 800 tons. Hopefully they'll all get to S-class with those stops. And what do we have? A trade, 2-star, fairly long range. Not terribly, but fairly. Let's send a combat. 2 supports on this one, and 2 trade. Not bad. 1-star balanced expedition here. Exploration, support, industrial, combat, exploration. I don't really want to send a trade for this one, because these are both trade expeditions here, I noticed. Support, trade, combat, trade, exploration. That's still... Ooh, not enough fuel. Not enough fuel. Well, we still have lots of tritium and dihydrogen. We've been keeping up a nice supply of that, which is very awesome. Alright, let's go back. 2-star trade. I want the support. Let's send an industrial with good trade, a combat, and 2 of the better trades. Yeah. And then the 1-star trade, that one's going to be fairly benign. There you go. Covered and covered. Wonderful. And that's where we're going to wrap up this episode with all of our freighter maintenance done. And I have a couple ideas what we'll do in the next episode. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what those are. Until next time. Take care.